Hello, everyone. In this lecture, we talk about another advanced counting skill, that is the idea of combination.
Before we get started, just want to introduce my Mastering AMC 8 course in Udemy. Udemy is a learning platform with lots of great courses, and it really helped me build a well-rounded course, which I believe will help your learning of competition math, especially for AMC 8. You can find the link to the course in the description of this video. Now let's continue with this topic.
Let me demonstrate this with a simple example. So in this one, we have A, B, C, D, E, 5 people. If we need to choose 3 people as a team to go to an activity, how many different ways can we choose? Of course, we can list all the different ways systematically. So if we start with A, we have ABC, ABD, ABE, and then ACD, ACE, ADE. And if we start with B, we have BCD, BC, DE, and lastly CDE. So in total, we have 10 different teams of 3 people. But we already learned the idea of multiplication in previous lecture. So we know we need to choose 3 people. So the first box we have 5 choices, and second people we have 4 choices, and the last people we have 3 choices. So 5 times 4 times 3, that is 60 different ways. But we know the answer is 10. Why is different? Because the order of the 3 people doesn't matter. So when the order doesn't matter, ABC is the same as ACB, BAC, CA, CAB, CBA. That is 3 factorial, 6 different orders. So in total, we can first calculate 60 different ways. This is when order matters. But in fact, the order doesn't matter. So 3 people, 6 different orders is actually only one way. So 6 is actually 1. So we have to use 60 divided by 6. We get the answer 10. So this is the key part of method of combination. And this is notation. So we write a bracket 5 and 3, which means choose 3 out of 5 people. And the calculation of this is 5 times 4 times 3 divided by 3 times 2 times 1, or 3 factorial. This is 10. I really recommend you pause this video here and have a better understanding of this. Once you get the idea of combination, it will be very helpful in a lot of counting questions. Okay, so here, let me show it again. Here, the top 5 times 4 times 3 means the number of ways to select 5 people in order. This is we first calculate when the order matters. And then, because the order actually doesn't matter, the 3 people, we will have 3 factorial different order. So the order doesn't matter, so we have to divide them. Okay, so once we get the idea of combination, what's the time to use it? So for example, I guess you might have seen math competition questions like 10 people shake hands with each other. How many handshakes happen? Previously, you might do, okay, the first person, you will have 9 handshake with other people, and the second one is 8, so 9 plus 8 plus 7, so plus 1, this is 45. Now that you have learned the idea of combination, so every 2 people will have a handshaking. So here the idea is just choose 2 from 10 people. How many different choice can we do? This will be, use the calculation, is going to be 10 times 9 divided by, the order doesn't matter, so 2 times 1 is 45. A lot easier, right? The second thing here, For example, we have 6 teams. Each team should play a game against each other. How many games in total? So again, every 2 teams will have a game. So this is actually choose 2 out of 6. How many different ways can we choose? First do 6 times 5, and then divide by the order doesn't matter. So 30 divided by 2, that is 15. Let's see another example. This one, how many triangles can be formed by joining 3 of the vertices of a pentagon? One such triangle is illustrated. So here, let's think, okay, a pentagon has 5 points, and every 3 points can form a triangle. It's actually asking, choose 3 out of 5. How many different ways can we choose? So the idea of combination, 5 times 4 times 3, divide by 3 factorial, which is, we already calculated before, that is 60 over 6, 10 different ways. Amazing, right? Okay, let's go to real AMC questions. This is 2018 problem 11. Let's pause the video and see if you can use the idea of combination to solve it. Okay, let's back to this question. So the question is, what's the probability that A and B are adjacent to each other in the same row or the same column? So we have A, B, and 4 of their classmates, 6 people. And it's a probability question. So let's first consider the denominator. There are 6 seats, and for AB, you can choose 2 seats. So choose 2 out of 6 for seats. You have 6 times 5 divided by 2, 15 different choices. So the denominator will be 15. Now let's consider the numerator. The numerator is that 2 seats are adjacent. So we have 1 way, 3 way, 4 way, 5, 6, 7. So the numerator is 7. That's why the answer is 7 out of 15. Yeah, you can see once we master the idea of combination, those counting questions will become a lot easier. Let's see another example. This is 2017 problem 10. Let's pause the video. Okay, let's come back to this question. So a box contains 5 cards. 3 cards are selected randomly without replacement from the box. What's the probability that for the largest? So let's first determine the denominator. 3 cards selected randomly from 5 cards. So that is 5 times 4 times 3 divided by 3 factorial. That is 10. So the denominator is 10. And now let's consider the numerator. Numerator is 4 is the largest value selected. 4 is the largest. And then we have 2 other letters to select. These 2 can be 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. The order doesn't matter, right? So you have basically 3 choices in this condition. Or you can think like 4 is chosen, and those 2 you have choice of 1, 2, 3. You can choose 2 out of those 3 numbers. So basically, this is choose 2 out of 3. 3 times 2 divided by 2 times 1, which is 3. Same idea, we got 3. So the answer will be 3 divided by 10. Okay, let's move on to the last one. This is 2016 problem 13. Again, let's pause the video to think about it. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So two different numbers randomly selected from the set of, here we have 6 numbers, and then multiplied together. What's the probability that the product is 0? So let's consider the denominator first. It's two number chosen from 6 numbers randomly. So it's 6 times 5 divided by 2, that is 15. This is the denominator. And the numerator is the probability, the product is 0, which means one number should be 0. And the other number can be either a number from these 5, because it's two numbers chosen from 6. So once 0 is chosen, the other number can only choose from 5. So that is 5 different ways you can do. So 5 out of 15 is equal to 1 out of 3. So 1/3 will be the answer. Okay, thank you for your watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.